adding Juan is huge because, I mean, playing against him for the past 6 years, I mean, the dude's a baller. Like we all know that. I mean, he's a game changing type player.
I mean, who needs an intro? Who needs an intro less than Pete Alonso, the home run derby champion? But I'm excited he's on because Todd's not on. Like, I figured you only came on when Todd was on with us.
No, I mean, you guys do a great job. It's always a fun time, and also it's nice. And also, Cam's a former teammate as well, so it's good having former teammates on.
Well, I didn't know that. That's my bad. That's my Cam teammate status. I don't know because he played for too many teams, so I didn't realize that. So my bad, Cam. Welcome back.
Hey,
Right?
it's good.
Never left.
Never left. So I guess is that welcome back?
Never left.
Did it feel like it's a welcome back when you come back in the clubhouse and the guys see you or they text you when the contract went down?
Well, it's just, I mean, this group of guys is great. I mean, there's constant dialogue throughout the entire off season. I mean, it's good to have that from not just like teammates that I've had for a couple years, but teammates that I've had my entire time of my tenure here. So from guys new and old, it's really good to have that consistent dialogue, not just from teammates, but coaches and staff as well. So to have that respect, rapport, and connection over the years, it means a lot.
It's awesome.
Okay, hey Pete, I want to ask you, as you guys are talking about that and this process is going on, do you have the same locker? Did you clean everything out just in case you might not have came back, or are we back in the same digs as usual?
No, same locker, and
All right.
as far as I know, same locker mates and everything. I mean, Jeff and I, we've been locker mates. I mean, pretty much since 2018 and or no 2017 from A ball on. So as far as I know, we got the same locker. We're locker mates this year, and yeah, pretty much same spot in the clubhouse. I don't know about New York just yet, but I'm thinking I'll still have my same spot.
Do you want to push?
And
Do you
Pete,
want to push Jeff out? Do you want to push Jeff out? Hang on, sorry.
No, Jeff's my guy. Jeff's my guy.
Even when he's not getting hits,
No,
because he admitted on here he gets a little pissed when he's not hitting.
yes, he gets mad, but
Okay.
But everyone gets mad when they're not hitting.
Okay, good.
But all you need to do
yeah,
is just say, "Hey Jeff, here's an angry orchard," and and go play 9 rounds tomorrow, and then the next day he'll go 3 for 4 with two doubles.
Love it.
hey, real quick, Pete. So I want to ask you about that. You talk about guys like Jeff, who I love. He's a grinder. And of course, you guys, acquired Juan Soto this offseason. And as that was going on, I was a guy that, felt like you were extremely undervalued production. I look at things from ceiling and floors. And I said, everybody looked at last year as a down year for Pete Alonso, where I looked at it as Pete's floor. If that's Pete's floor, that's a pretty nice floor. When you talk about adding you back to the fold and back in the mix, I asked Kratzy, how was the vibe around camp? But I want to ask you, when you come back in there, I think all of a sudden, even adding Juan Soto, now you add Pete Alonso with Juan Soto. How are you feeling and how are the vibes around camp and, the confidence within the guys?
I mean, vibes are great. I mean, I think that adding Juan is huge because, I mean, playing against him for the past 6 years, I mean, the dude's a baller. Like we all know that. I mean, he's a game changing type player, and playing against him for the past 6 seasons, it's like you're just tired of seeing him have that game winning hit or the making that big play in the field. I mean, you're tired of seeing it because, I mean, he's just that good on a night in and night out basis. So for us to have him on our side, man, it's that's such a huge help. I mean, obviously, adding him is a huge thing, but adding like some key components like Sean Mania back. I mean, that guy's a great clubhouse guy. Adding some starters, I think Clay Holmes. I mean, having him go deep into games with his repertoire is going to be insane. Did you catch him at all when you were
No.
with the Yankees?
No, and I missed him with the Pirates too. So
Right.
we went parallel. He kept following me, but I
Right,
kept
right,
leaving.
right.
So
I got you.
I didn't get to.
And I mean, and other guys that we've made, obviously, and young guys too that have had some great contributions at the end of last year. And I mean, I think that for us, like with the group that we had and the new additions, I think we're going to have some good things cooking this year because you have a good mix of experienced guys and young and hungry guys, and um, all the new guys are mixing well with the people that were here last year. So it's been a great camp so far. I mean, vibes have been great, and everyone understands their assignment.
I can attest to that. I can attest to the vibes because I've hit 4 camps before this. This is the 5th one this week. Your vibes they're real. Be careful. The Orioles vibes are pretty good too. So I'm just saying, and that was a rainy day. This is a nice day. So anyway,
Right.
what's the one thing? Because you get a different view. Some outfielders never get a close view of Juan Soto. Juan Soto comes to first base, which he did often.
Yes.
Being in the NL East.
Yes.
What's the one thing that you're like, now that you're a teammate of mine, I'm kind of like, whoa. Like some dudes, they get in your locker room and you're like, dang, that dude is taller. This dude works harder. Is there something with Juan that you're like, I didn't know that in this short stint that you've known him?
Honestly, it's just been a short few weeks, but the thing didn't really discover anything new. It's just confirmed everything. I mean, just his consistency, whether it's routine, work ethic, just intensity in day-to-day work, like his consistency. That's why he's so dang good. Like, I mean, people wonder why or wonder how. It's the consistency in the routine. It's the consistency in the whether it be in the training room or the gym, the cage, or the backfield doing defensive work or footwork or what have you. But just consistency and that stuff, like you kind of know that he's doing that stuff because it shows up in the game so often. I mean, you can't do the little things behind the scenes and not show out. I mean, the game's too fast and people are too good. So it just reconfirmed everything because the consistency, that's his secret sauce.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, you talk about consistency. You have guys like yourself who have been extremely consistent. You got Frankie Lindor, you've got Jeff McNeil, you've got your core pieces, right? But offensively, I want to stay on the offense. We know what Juan Soto is going to do. Who in your eyes is a guy that you want to see, or in your eyes you go, if this guy can get it right, if he can figure it out, man, nobody's thinking about what he could do for our lineup. Is it a Brett Beatty? Is it a Acuna? Like who is a guy in camp that we're not talking about that you're going, if this dude can figure it out, we will be even better than expected.
Well, the best way I could describe it, it's not necessarily figuring it out. I would just say find who they are and hold on to it for as long as they can. Like I think like for certain guys, I think Alvi, Vientos, Beatty, Acuna, all those younger guys. But again, I honestly, I think, I mean, we talked about him early in the show, but I think Jeff is going to have an unbelievable year this year. Just like the amount of attention to detail work he's put in with his swing and defensively, and there's going to be a lot of other guys that are going to make some really, really big impacts for us as well. But also another guy, Louis Torrens, his swing has looked absolutely fantastic. I think he's going to make a tremendous impact for us as well. I think our two catchers are going to make a huge impact this year. I mean, having catchers that rake is huge, and those guys are going to surprise a lot of people this year with their bats.
More in a minute, but first, a quick word from our sponsor of this video. All right, FT fam, collectors, there is a new, better way to buy, sell, trade, or display your sports cards. It's called Arena Club. And Kratz, I know you love it. The FT fam's got to go to arenaclub.com/foul to sign up and get a little extra something I'll tell you about in a moment. But buying in the past was clunky.
It wasn't easy. But now you don't have to worry about any of the shipping. And it's easy right there. It's guaranteed authentic too for me, so I don't have to worry about that.
Exactly. Arena Club uses blockchain technology to deliver your card immediately. There's no shipping delays. You don't lose your card in transit. There's no, oh, my dog ate the card and now you don't have it, so here's a different one instead. So right now, 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/foul. Use code FOUL. That's arenaclub.com/foul. Code FOUL for 20% off your first purchase. And now back to the video.
Can you tell us what went on with that last meeting that finally pushed you over to sign back with? I think it was. Did you guys have dinner at
No,
home?
it's just no. We met. Yeah, it was my obviously Scott and
Right.
David and Steve and I. So we just, I guess previously I never really got like a look behind the curtain or necessarily a full understanding of the, like, I guess the in-depth philosophies, the vision for the future. Because for me, like, when you go through and play for an organization, once you get called up, you're a player, like you get little nuggets here and there, but you don't get necessarily the full picture, the full playbook. And I think it was just discussing everything, the full vision over the next, not just this year, but the next couple years. And I think having that vision, having that knowledge, and just the, I guess, kind of like the philosophies, the fabric of the organization, the consistency from top to bottom, whether it's staff, players, gameplay philosophies, certain things like that. I mean, not going to go too far in depth with that, but I just wanted to have a mastery of understanding of it all, and to get on the same page as David, and obviously Steve and I have had rapport and relationship before, but to get that in-depth conversation with David, and just visions for the future, I think that was super important for me. And again, I'm very, yeah, stoked to be back, and I think we're going to do great things. I mean, you look at the lineup. I mean, this year I mean, whether you go from the depth of pitching, the bench guys, and just the everyday guys, like I I think the sky's the limit for us. I really do.
What did you order? What did everybody order? Like, we want to be in those meetings because we're never going to be good enough to have a meeting where
No,
they talk about like owners. Owners barely knew my name, like what the depth of the organization is going to be. So we got to at least know a little. Like, what did you
we did.
order?
Well, it wasn't.
There was no food.
No, there was potential to order food, but it was like there was coffee, water, tea, and like a couple of sodas in case anyone wanted. You know, have to have a variety of drinks for a meeting,
Okay.
but it was pretty much it was about a 3 hour meeting of just dialogue. So
3 hours with no meal.
I mean,
Come on.
everyone came prepared. It was strictly business. They
I
were
mean,
after the meeting. They were welcome to stay, but of course, Steve and David are busy people, and
yeah, but they could be hungry. I know they're not as big as you, but you can't go 3 hours. You had to have at least a little
no,
snack.
no.
Nothing.
Not thinking. When it comes to business, it's business time.
It's business time. Okay, I appreciate that.
Yes.
So, what do you talk? Do you talk to Mendy about where you want to hit behind Juan, where you want to hit in front of Juan? Be like, Juan, look, I could hit in front of Juan. Let Juan drive me in.
I mean, whatever Mendy wants to do. I mean, it's his team, and for me, like I've hit uh, the middle of the order my whole career, and as long as I'm in the middle of the order, I'm swinging at good pitches and having good at bats. I mean, good things are going to happen over the course of the year. So wherever
Hey,
Mendy decides to write me in.
speaking of that, that leads me right into it, Pete. Talking about Mendy, I had the opportunity to play under Mendy when he was the bench coach for the Yankees. You guys, I don't want to say stole a great player from the Yankees in Juan Soto, but I also think Mendy's, his personality, his character, had quite a few managers now, right, in your early career. What makes him different? Because I believe that he is a leader of men. I believe that he takes time to get to know individuals. But can you speak on, from your experience having previous managers, what makes Carlos different?
Well, I guess there's one overarching common thing of all the managers I've had. It's their hunger and their appetite for the game, and wanting to win on a consistent basis, and checks that box. But the one thing that Mendy has done a great job at is communicating with guys, and I think just he believes in his guys, and what I think he's done a really good job at was stay the course, because New York, obviously, like with the media and like our 0-5 start, and we had our like really bad rough patch. I mean, going from 11 games under 500 and then having our run in the postseason, what he did on a day in and day out basis was he was accountable. I mean, he preaches on accountability every day, and he he wore it, and he was accountable for from kind of like everything that was going on earlier in the year. And he was just hell bent on getting better and believing in his staff, believing in what we had going on, even though things weren't going our way. So his relentlessness and his accountability, I think, were the keys to our success last year, because that trickles down from the top. And I think that was he was definitely at the forefront of the accountability aspect and the enduring the storm and trusting in our guys.
Last one from me.
Mm-hmm.
Playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm.
At what point did you believe you guys were going to win the World Series?
I mean, when you go from I'm going to go to Atlanta, that day where everyone else was done with baseball, and we had to fly back from it felt like a game 163, but so we finished up in Milwaukee, then we had to go to Atlanta and play the last two games of the season when everyone else is done. I mean, it felt like that first game of the doubleheader, from going up early, then us. I mean, it was just like this seesaw game, and then after we tie it up, Iggy ties it up. Francisco hits that bomb. I think the next inning after they retake the league, I think that moment that kind of carried our momentum into the postseason. It's like, wow, like this is magic. Like this, you couldn't write a better script for us. Like getting in when it wasn't even the last day of the season. Like we extended the season one extra day. I think like us winning that game, it's like we won the tie break, and then just the way how it all happened, it was just like such a surreal feeling, like being able to champagne shower and then going straight to Milwaukee from there. I mean, it was just seesaw, and then just felt like the momentum just kept tipping on our side at the last second. So I think that Atlanta series, after we won that first game in the doubleheader, I think it's like, wow, this is the start of something magic, and we believed it.
And now you get to do it again.
Mm-hmm. We got to earn it. We got to earn that right. I mean, there's nothing like postseason baseball, but there's a reason why there's 162 games, and you got to earn that right to go get there and play that fun baseball at the end of the year.
Pete,
yeah,
appreciate you.
Thanks
for coming on.
Thanks, fellas.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.